good evening, everyone. This is update for March 17, 2022, day 22, end of the day update. We will jump quickly to a situation around Izyum, because that's the most critical situation in the whole front line in Ukraine. So let's look what's going on there, and we would like to provide update there. So the Russian 6th Tank Brigade managed to penetrate Ukrainian lines near the village of Kamyanka, and they tried to spread in the westerly direction and then towards south. They were shelled by artillery, by Ukrainian artillery, which stopped the advances. And we believe here they retreated back to the village of Kamyanka to protect themselves from artillery fire. So this doesn't mean that the Russian troops were beaten down or they're retreating. All it really means that they're regrouping. They probably will pump more resources into this bridgehead, and eventually they will launch another attack from there. So that's it for right now for Izyum situation. It's kind of safe for right now, but it's extremely dangerous situation, and we want to draw your attention to it. So this is where Izyum is here. It's being defended by 81st Ukrainian brigade here. So now let's go back and do in a clockwise fashion as always. We identified another Russian airborne division, 98th, that's attacking Kyiv from northwest and potentially from the west. Well, there is extremely intense and fierce fighting around two bridgeheads here in the village of Motyzhyn and Zhytomyr. Neither force has enough strength to kind of get a decisive victory, meaning Ukrainian forces cannot eliminate the bridgeheads, and the Russians cannot push through bridgeheads, like expand them. So this is kind of like a little it's a stalemate here, but it's extremely intense fighting here. Then Russian troops tried to attack Kharkiv without much success. They even got on outskirts of Kyiv. This is this town here, southeast of Kharkiv, but they were repelled. So Izyum, we already discussed the situation. Russian troops also attacked town of Donetsk and two parts of town called Rubizhne, which is one big agglomeration here. So it's kind of like on the north of Severodonetsk. So they captured northern part of the town here. There's also fierce fighting around town of Popasna in this area, and then fierce fighting west of Donetsk in several areas here. We do know that Russian troops suffered significant casualties here trying to attack Ukrainian lines. The situation in Mariupol looks pretty dire for Ukrainian troops, but they're still defending, and the Russian troops continue attacking from east. It's 150th Division, and also from northwest. We're going to look in more detail tomorrow at the map of Mariupol fight. We believe that this is extremely significant that Ukrainian troops hold there, because it keeps engaged quite a bit of Russian resources. Otherwise, they would have been used here to bridge this thinly defended line, and Russian troops could potentially encircle this large group of Ukrainian troops here. It was very quiet here in Makariv area. We just know that Ukrainian troops a little bit pushed Russian troops towards the border of Makariv and Kherson region, but beyond that, there's not much going on there. Russian ships showed up again in front of Odessa, just to kind of create impression that they're gonna do landing here. And the significance of this, the point of this, is to keep Ukrainian 28th Brigade here tied up, so it doesn't go here to help 81st Brigade. The same is actually going on everywhere. Russian troops are putting pressure everywhere on the front lines to prevent Ukrainian resources to help 81st Brigade, which is clearly struggling, but so far they're still holding on. So that's it for today. Until tomorrow, thanks again for watching.